Beautiful.
All right, everyone, welcome to the final match of today's Nazi Duckling Open, Sparkling Tuna Cup number 85. Well, we are on Frostline LE. LE, in case you did not know, stands for Look Elsewhere. Look elsewhere. Don't look at me. Look elsewhere. Not here. Elsewhere. Look elsewhere. We're in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of South Korea. Representing Team Falcons, it is our Red Terran, about to make his royal road in our tournaments? Question mark? Maybe? Hopefully? We don't know. Give it up for Bunny!
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player representing Team Liquid. He is the Björn Slayer. Can he be the Bunny Slayer as well? Even the Björn Slayer. Both. It is SKillous.
Bunny.
Exactly. As we settle in, if you're in the chats, predictions are now open. Predictions are open. Place your best on who you think will take the series. Best of luck in the chats as we jump into our best of 5. On top of that, I should have mentioned this earlier, but if you are in the chat, if you want to help support the Cranky Ducklings and support this tournament, !Matcherino in the chat. That will give you the link to the Matcherino page for this very tournament. Again, all the payouts are done via Matcherino, so if you wish, you can help boost the prize pool for the Sparkling Tuna Cup. Otherwise, you can also help support us via Patreon, !Patreon in the chat. Our Patreon actually does fund this very tournament, and we actually reached our latest goal. So coming into April, not yet, but when we do get into April, we will have a boosted prize pool, and we won't just pay out top 2, top 4. Top 4 are going to get paid out coming into April. Big shout out and thank you so much to all the patrons. Thank you.
That was my party. My party horn.
Let's go.
My party vuvuzela.
Let's go. Lay those lines.
Lay those lines.
Oh god.
Keep laying them lines on the frost.
Oh god.
Also, I called this map Frostpunk before, right?
Oh no. A game I've not yet played. Not yet. One day.
Me neither.
I mean, it looks like a game I'd enjoy. I just haven't gotten around to it.
That describes the last 20 years of my gaming life. Oh, that looks like a game I'd enjoy. I just didn't get around to it.
Let's play Fallout again.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Smoke.
Before there was Factorio, there was Fallout.
Oh, no. Every other day, I look over at my Steam list and I see Yako playing Fallout New Vegas again. Every other day.
It's a fantastic game. Fantastic game. I love it. It's still one of my favorite video games of all time.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Alright, so we've started opening from both players. Nothing super crazy.
Yeah. You know. Bunny, he doesn't go for the crazy eBay block like Björn did as often as he went for, so much more standard start. Just getting into this, it's going to be a Twilight Council Blink-based opener out of SKillous, and Bunny opening up with a Mind Drop.
Yep. Let's see how that Widow Mind Drop is going to deal. There's not much here to catch it. The Stalkers are not in position. There it is, there's the boost.
Yeah, it does boost in.
One drop, second drops. Oh, can they catch the smoke? Okay, no, they're gonna catch. There's a retarget on the Stalker by Bunny. That was a manual retarget.
Yeah, it does retarget, takes down a Stalker, takes down 2 probes so far. Good damage here by Bunny, but he will lose those Widow Mines at the medevac. Thankfully, no, it does not escape.
It goes down. Yeah, so that does a little bit of damage, but nothing too crazy. SKillous does move out across the map. Going to try and poke into the Terran base. Has the warp prism here so we can lift up
Yeah, and SKillous, he is going to commit back at home, bearing in mind we have 3 gates in the main, we have 1 gate at the natural, so it's going to be 4 gate blink, hyper aggression here from SKillous, and we'll see if he can break the natural or break the main base. As he moves out though, Liberator does move in, trying to distract SKillous.
Nah, good reaction by SKillous, doesn't even lose 1 unit here yet. Oh, but Stalkers are not in position to actually shoot that Liberator. There's too much crap on this map.
Yeah, they do rotate around.
Stalkers blink into the main base. They catch a tank at the production line. Nicely done.
Yeah, tank does go down. Another tank is on the way. So far, nice damage by SKillous. Unfortunately, he did have to reinforce across the map, but he will get another tank. Oh, the medevac.
Oh, gets the medevac as well. Does need to back away out of here. But this is some really good value damage here by SKillous. Getting a couple of tanks, a medevac, a lot of destruction time by Bunny.
Yeah, so far, good damage. There's only 1 tank left, but we have double bunker here on the low ground. So Bunny, he is repaired despite having a low tank count. He is relatively secure. SKillous looking for another way in. He does spot those tanks.
Oh, the weapon get caught. Oh, this is what happens when you don't have stim. You could tell Bunny was trying to steam those Marines forward, and I was like, it wasn't working.
Not quite, not quite. Meanwhile, looking for another way in. Does blink. The tank is on siege, but thankfully there's another tank in the back line, and Bunny, he is holding.
Yeah, but this Protoss force will have to back away here. SKillous can still stick around and continue to harass Bunny while taking a 3rd base of his own. But Bunny pretty soon will have the ability to push out on the map.
Yeah, Bunny, he now has stim, so that's kind of the prerequisite here that he needs to actually break out from his contain, but for the time being is getting his 3rd TC, so he will slowly try to take his own 3rd expansion. Until then, it's up to SKillous to contain Bunny for as long as possible.
Yeah, there is the War Prism sneaking into the main base of Bunny. There's nothing here to defend. Oh, actually, there's a tank. I didn't notice it. It looked like a building.
I mean, there was a tank. A tank does go down. So nice pick up here from SKillous. Does pull away, getting another tank. Once again, just keeping that tank count as low as possible, keeping Bunny contained. Does notice the Shimmer, does catch the Observer. But throughout all of this, SKillous, he's taking his 3rd, and more importantly, taking into Charge and Colossus.
Yes. But Bunny is now comfortable moving out on the map. There's 3 tanks behind, so it's a problem. But if you can start to put the pressure on Liquid, the SKillous side of the map. It says Liquid, like...
Yeah.
It confuses me. SKillous side of the map, on the Protoss side of the map, there, that's better. No confusion. Then it buys him enough time to get that 3rd base and finally start taking up into the push that he wants to make.
Exactly, and we'll see if SKillous can get to his point as well. I mean, both players are expanding, both players are taking their 3rd base. The Prism! Oh, Prism is caught out!
Oh, nice catch. Oh. That frees up a lot of room for Bunny. Just knowing you don't have that Warp Prism sticking in your neck.
Yeah, he has nothing to...
Ghost Academy is about to finish.
Yeah, now he doesn't have to, like... Yeah, he's getting his Ghost Schematic, he's going to be moving out. SKillous is going to be pulling back, and so far SKillous, he at least does spot the move out. He's getting ready here at the 3rd base. Chargers are warping in. The first Colossus, I believe, has barely arrived.
Yeah, and that's a bit of a splash damage here. That's enough for the time being. There are 4 Vikings though, so that's not, you gotta be careful with that Colossus, especially since it doesn't have thermal lance. But SKillous does have a lot of charge lots. There's another Colossus on the way. +2 weapons, ground weapons is on the way as well. So they start outmaneuvering each other. No one is in a position to really pressure the other or break the other.
Yeah, right now we're
just looking for proxies.
Yeah, we're just posturing here, searching for any kind of proxies, any kind of stray units. No major committed move outs yet, but as time goes on, SKillous, he's able to comfortably get into his disruptors and reach, kind of that final form of death ball of an army. Sniping that prism earlier, as you mentioned, is huge just because there have been 0 runbys or counterattacks. Bunny been left alone.
Yeah, but I like that he keeps on those defensive structures there. There's a turret, there's a bunker, there's a siege tank, there's a line of buildings what make go down and up. You know,
Depots.
the supply depot,
Yeah.
supply depots.
There you go.
Yes. So this Bunny is getting ready for those run-bys that broke beyond.
Yeah, he's ready, he is secure. Likewise, he scans at a time, does what the Colossus is pushing in, has plenty of Vikings, but the Disruptors are barely out of range of that scan. Doesn't know what he's moving into. Oh, I spots him.
Yeah, the Disruptors are coming in. There's a Nova. Bunny backs away. The Vikings take care of one of the Colossus at least. So the second one will probably go down now. And Bunny might actually be able to keep on pushing.
Yeah,
The
he broke through.
Disruptors are pretty much all shot out.
Yeah, there's no more Novas. The base is going to go down, takes down all the Colossus as well. And again, SKillous, he plummets in supply.
Yeah, very good push by Bunny. The army supply is so far behind for SKillous at the moment. And without... Oh, and this is where in the previous series, the run-bys were the things that really brought SKillous back into life, but it doesn't have that option now. There's no proxy location, there's no warp prism. Just one solitary DT waddling across the map.
He's got a lot of work to do. He's got a lot of work to do. DT does waddle out. As you meant...
Sending me all my own. Just get damn it, can't even have any backup. One scan and I'm dead.
Let's go, let's go. But as you mentioned, again, there's just been no counterattacks here from SKillous. He has a couple of DTs. They have potential for sure, but alas, Bunny's maxed out. Bunny's maxed out. He splits up his army, and SKillous, he just doesn't really have enough to effectively defend both locations at once.
Yeah, and he's going into the fourth base location of SKillous. Bunny now starting to lose some workers for that DT, but yeah, I think he's kind of ignoring it as he should. They should just keep pushing forward, breaking the Protoss on all fronts. Doom drop into the main base of SKillous. If it destroys the tech here, that could be the winning move.
Yeah, I mean, these DTs are
doing into the main base.
They're doing a lot. So the DTs will lot the Novas. They connect. SKillous, he shuts down the drop. He gets 26 SCV kills across the map. DTs are still doing damage, and SKillous, he defends. He did lose an expansion, that is true, but he's still on 4 bases. SKillous, he is clawing his way back into this. The DTs, mate, they did it.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought for sure SKillous would be in a position to destroy the production of Bunny would be in a position to destroy the production of SKillous, but yeah, it didn't really do any damage in the main base, and the DT just killed 25 workers.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And with that, SKillous, he takes an economic lead. Now he's rotating. Now SKillous, he has gained map control. Once again, another run by distracting Bunny for a moment, but SKillous, ideally, he wants to try to pounce on this planetary. Alas, Bunny, he is nearby. He does have his armies in position, and this time he's got ghosts. He's got EMPs.
Yeah, we see. Oh, there's a Shadow Walk. What's the name of the DT blink?
Shadow
Stride.
Yeah.
I remember things.
You got that, yeah.
It's a fun upgrade, but it's not really useful. Not useful. Widowmine takes a lot of shields out of these units here. And catches the Protoss army as it moves.
Oh.
Bunny going for a surround. Ooh, SKillous shooting all of these Novas. He's stuck with very little Novas left in this army.
Yeah, little Novas.
Bunny does back away.
Yeah, he doesn't surround, right? He doesn't collapse in, so Bunny, yeah, SKillous. He does get away with it. He does get away with it, does pull back, Prism into the main base, does make it past the turret.
Yeah. There's no more order here, it's fine. Oh, the Liberator trying to shoot an air unit. That was embarrassing.
Doesn't get much done.
Didn't do any damage.
Yeah, the Warpin does complete it, distracts Bunny. Likewise, SKillous, now the Novas have reset. They've recharged, once again getting ready to push in, and Bunny is stuck at home. He's stuck defending.
But he has recovered economically. He's not that far behind. And his army supply is pretty high. And it doesn't look like SKillous is in a position to break him right now. So, you know, they're both on 4... Well, no, actually, Bunny is on 4 bases. SKillous is on 5. But since they're both kind of maxed, it's not the biggest of difference at the moment.
Yeah, we can see SKillous trying to find a way in, but this time Liberation has arrived. We've been here before. It is very difficult to deal with all these Liberators with a Mass Blink Stalker. So Bunny, he is holding the line, but there are other openings. There are other ways to try to potentially outmaneuver the army as SKillous is opening up the map.
Yeah, and he has a lot of Disruptors. We got 6 Disruptors, 4 Colossi, and a whole bunch of Stalkers and Chargelots. Bunny trying to be active on the map here. Gonna get a cancel or no delay on that 6 base.
Nice CMP. Bunny snipes the Observer, does attempt to go for a drop, and SKillous, he is aware. He does blink up.
Oh, he catches those Medivacs. Oh, 1 Medivac goes down. But 3 are still alive, but 2 are still full. They're mostly Marauders though.
And mostly Marauders, no way into the main base. Stalkers in position, they shut down another Medivac. 2 Medivacs do unload though, and they force a recall.
Oh, actually that was a Ghost. Ah, that's a different equation here. But yeah, that's not enough. Ooh, it's nice sniping on that Nova.
Yeah, it does hide the Disruptor, but it's going to be a one-way trip. At the same time, Bunny moving in, once again, going for the 6th expansion, and he should be able to force a cancel. Oh.
Yeah. The thing is, that drop from Bunny, like, he lost 4 full Medivacs, and he basically got nothing out of them.
Yeah, it was an expensive loss there for Bunny. He does at least keep canceling the expansion, that is true, but Bunny, he's still not where he ideally wants to be, still building up his upgrades, rebuilding his Viking counts, getting into more Ghost production. SKillous, he does have momentum, and SKillous, he may be looking to go for these bases.
Yeah, but this is a very scary Protoss army. All it needs is a storm, and it's just going to be insane.
SKillous, he is posturing. Meanwhile, the main army gets spotted. Bunny taking a center expansion. SKillous, he is forced to respond. He's rotating over. Remember, recall's on cooldown.
Yeah. They do have a fleet beacon on the way, so SKillous already trying to take up into a late game composition, but maybe a little premature as he's going to lose that 4th base.
Yeah, again, SKillous out of position. What does he do? Instead of responding, he reacts and he counterattacks. Here we go. He does decide to push. He's where the Bunny's out of position, and we'll see if we can trade a base for a base.
Well, this base will... Oh, it's gonna get a lift. Get it, fly away. Oh, no. Ooh, this is a Nova destruction.
Yeah.
Doom Nova. What do you call this?
It's a school of Novas. It's crazy.
I was about to say it's a Nova explosion, but all the Novas are explosions anyway, so it doesn't make any sense.
Novas a pop-up, pushing into Liberation Zones. Oh, not going to be a pretty trade here, but he does collapse on the bio and he will clean everything up.
Yeah, this bio was already low on health and without much backup here. The Chargelots and the Colossi doing a number on them, and now the Terran is starting to get dismantled all over the place.
Yeah, it's one of those things where Bunny, sure, he did kill 2 bases, right? He killed 2 next side, but he lost 1 of his own, and more importantly, he lost his entire army. He escapes with maybe 2 medevac. No, not even. Doesn't escape with anything. Escapes with 1 medevac.
There's still... By the way, that command center is still floating in the northwest. It's on fire.
He's trying to leave the map. He's like, get me out of here.
It's got those 3 SCVs in it are like, screw you, we're going home. We're taking this thing with us.
Yeah, they're trying to get out. Meanwhile, Zealous, they do harass the bottom right-hand base. Denying mining time. SKillous, he does push through the center. And Bunny, he has not yet recovered. He's still trying to build up, still trying to rebuild his army.
Yeah, oh, the new base for Bunny. This planetary fortress doesn't have any SCVs to repair it, and it will go down to a bunch of Zealots. Bunny goes into the cauldron here. Does he actually have enough between the tanks, the Liberators, and the Marines Marauders? There might not be. I don't know. Bunny can actually hold this.
Yeah, Bunny is barely holding on. Does cost him every single Liberator, but he does stand forward, and he wants what little is left. He wants those Disruptors and the Colossus. Up.
I mean, he has to kill everything here, otherwise he's pretty much lost the game.
Yeah, and he barely doesn't have enough. The Disruptors do survive. Reinforcements going to be on the way. That was all of Bunny's army. He spent everything, and it wasn't enough.
Yeah. There's still a few disruptors left. More charge lots are coming in. The reinforcements for SKillous will not stop with a much better economy. And GG is gold.
GG, SKillous, he will take a lead 1-0. Very impressive performance there by SKillous. Remember how the pendulum swung from one player to the other. SKillous, he was up against the wall, if you recall, when Bunny stimmed up that ramp, when he initially pushed towards the third base, when he killed the Colossus, when he crippled the economy, he killed the Nexus as well. Like, SKillous, he was in a rough position. And if you remember, things swung in favor of SKillous when we saw that Doom drop into the main. When like Bunny, he dropped into the main base and he didn't really get anything.
Well, but before that, even towards getting into the mid game, Bunny was already kind of on the back foot. So economically, so it wasn't really like that loss was much more painful than if it was, if he had good, gains in the beginning of the game, it might not be as detrimental. But it was.
It was, and with that, GG well played. We do see that SKillous takes a lead, and again, a really impressive comeback there from SKillous despite how dire things were looking initially. And we'll see if he can continue that run. We'll see if he can continue that momentum here as we get into game number 2.
And we are going to Ultra Love, the love for ultras.
Is there a chained up ultra on this map?
There should be. I didn't think of that, but there should be.
God,
no, this is actually it's a pretty map.
Yeah.
It's a very pretty map.
The
like
lighting,
the background, the fiery red and the blue. Ooh, very cinematic. Oh. Right, everyone, welcome to Ultra Love, where ultras go to live. We're in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of South Korea. Representing Team Falcons, it is our blue Terran. Give it up for Bunny.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the red Protoss player, the red Protoss himself, leading the series 1-0, representing Team Liquid. It is SKillous. And yes, in the chat, we need to talk about that 1DT. True, remember that one Dark Templar? You were making fun of him. You're like, he's like grumbling his way to work. Like he's, everyone at the night shift, they messed everything up and he has to do all this cleanup by himself. And he did it. He did it. Yeah.
He did it. All on his own. 25 workers. No problem.
Crazy.
And I actually thought Bunny was doing the right thing. He was building a turret there, and I thought like, all right, he's not going to take it super seriously or like bring up his army or something. But apparently, he just did not respond at all. Like, got nothing done there, and it escalated.
Did escalate out of control, and yeah, with that, very impressive play there. Again, comeback just because, like, if that hadn't happened, if you remember at the time, SKillous, things were looking rough. Things were looking very rough for SKillous, but so many little things just went his way consecutively there for SKillous. So very impressive, and that was only game 1.
When in doubt, DT.
Yeah, the Invisible Man is pretty good. It's pretty good.
The Protoss mantra.
Almost as good as Man with Gun.
Yesterday we saw a battle cruiser standing here on the over that area, and it was like fiery red and all the lightning in the background. It's very cinematic. I like it.
Yeah, like the in a way the ley lines of, like, I don't know why this map isn't called ley. The ley lines of like the blue and the red, and like the vortexes in the center, and like the ethereal like rivers and the lighting. It's very pretty.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the lightning is going to be a little bit annoying, because you have both players kind of look red, even if they're not red.
It's fine.
If you have like a mirror matchup, it's going to be annoying.
Nah, it's fine. I get what you mean. That, like, depending on what they're standing next to, like the glow, right, or the reflection of the lighting can make things look like red or blue. Meanwhile, we do see SKillous early on, opening up with the early Zealot. It does reinforce with the Stalker, and already will delay the CC. Nicely done. Hoping for a cancel, but Bunny should be fighting to stop that from happening.
Yeah.
It's gonna be close though.
I mean,
Oh.
yeah, LS, no, with the Reaper, question mark, get a bomb there or something. The SCV for the repair, under fire.
Yes, Cyclone does arrive just in time. Zealot goes down with the help of the Cyclone. Whew, Bunny holds.
That was so close. Choo, choo, choo.
Oh my god. It barely does the damage.
Cyclones feel so unintimidating compared to how powerful they are. Like they just look like tiny, cute robots, and they sound like pachoo, 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 pachoo.
I think a lot of it,
but then they're just so destructive.
I think a lot of it is probably the sound effect, right? Like the audio effect of the shots, like because it doesn't sound very powerful when it lands. Like it's it can be deceiving. It can be deceiving.
Should be like and then does the same damage like a Liberator shot. It's like ding, ding, ding. Oh, this Medivac gets caught. Oh, it does drop the tank before it gets caught. And it's actually you are being ambushed.
Yeah, SKillous doesn't lose anything though. Does pull away in time. Immortal's on the way, and we'll see if SKillous can buy enough time for that Immortal, as the tank has arrived. But Lass is going to have a little bit less to support it.
Yeah, it's gonna be very touch and go there for Bunny, but if he controls it pretty well between the tank and the Cyclone, he has a lot of strategic, tactical potential here.
As he does back up, once again trying to re-siege, and Bunny, he will barely maintain that army. SKillous does back up, but again, he's hunting for that tank. He wants it. Up!
Oh, nice catch. Blink forward, all of these units are going to be destroyed.
And Bunny's in trouble. Bunny, he's in a lot of trouble. That should not have happened. Again, losing everything. And for what? Looking at the units lost tab, he killed one Stalker. He killed one Stalker and one Zealot from earlier on. Now SKillous has gained map control, and back at home, there is one tank to defend that natural.
Yeah. Well, there's a bunker and a few more Marines coming in, so there's not nothing, but against Blink Stalkers, yeah, good Blink micro from SKillous. No worker pool to repair that bunker though.
That's why the SCVs died. Those are the repairing SCVs. So 2 SCVs were picked up.
Okay.
Yeah, so nice target firing. Meanwhile, Banshees do arrive.
Banshee? I missed Banshee.
Yeah.
She's so sneaky.
Banshees, they do get across map. Observers not quite in position. There's one Banshee here for each mineral line.
You get a Banshee. You get a Banshee. There is an observer here.
Yeah, observers do move in, but still good damage. 6 probes going to be going down. The Banshees are deflected, but both Banshees survive.
Yeah, it's not really the damage Bunny was hoping for. SKillous is he's got 3 bases. He's ahead in workers. He's economically he's where the Protoss wants to be, despite the losses.
Yeah, he's got his 3rd base, as you mentioned. Like, he's looking quite comfortable here. Looks like another 3rd Banshee was made. One just got sniped, but there's still 2 Banshees on the map. I say that Bunny's being chased down.
Yeah, blink forward, blink sideways, and it's gone.
Yeah, and suddenly those are expensive losses, right? Bunny, he got 6 probes, but he lost both Banshees. There's still 1 Banshee left. So
units lost. Look at the units lost, Tab. Oh no. Oh, puppy.
It's efficient.
This is not fun.
Yeah, SKillous, Nikita. It's popping off.
Very skillous. Lots of skill in that SKillous. No skill issue here.
As the Banshee, I believe, does move out. Once again, going for that natural. SKillous, it looks like he might believe that he dealt with all the Banshees, so this is going to catch him a little bit off guard.
Yeah, I'm going to lose a few probes here, but I'm going to pull them out. Even then, this shouldn't be, like, too damaging for SKillous, unless he really fumbles the defense here.
I mean, so far pretty good. 6 probe kills, the Knights mining at the 3rd base, getting 7, getting up to 8. I mean, this one Banshee doing quite a lot of damage.
Yeah. And SKillous' army in the meantime is just containing Bunny on the other side of the map and not really doing much. So this Banshee getting a whole bunch of kills, 9 kills, all of them probes.
Yeah. 9 worker kills is eventually going to go down, but overall is worth it here for Bunny.
They can't reach it.
Yeah,
Ooh,
barely.
look at the lightning. You see the good lightning?
Yeah.
So pretty.
The storm clouds.
So pretty. Very cinematic. I like it.
And meanwhile, Bunny, he does break out, sneaking up behind the army. Likewise, is spotted here by SKillous. Is spotted.
Yeah, almost catches that warp prism, but not quite. Oh, armies are colliding in the middle of the map. Widow mines are just waddling around.
And Bunny, he breaks out. He's done a good amount of economic damage across the map. He's over 2 tanks with his main army. He's pushing in.
Bridge. Oh, that may not have been the best position to stand in.
Bunny, he breaks out, hits that third base. Charge also do well here, tanking some shots. A Colossus has arrived.
No Vikings though. There's nothing to really deal with that Colossus.
Exactly, the Vikings are still on the way. Bunny, he does pull away. As he pulls back, Zelce do hit the middle line. SKillous, he's back here when it comes to those run-bys, but not getting too much damage. Bunny, thankfully, was already turning around.
But it does prevent Bunny from bringing all of his forces here to deal with the Protoss army. He has to go around chasing that warp prism. In the previous game, he didn't have to do that. He managed to snipe it.
Oh, speaking of,
Oh, nice catch.
Does catch the prism, does get the snipe.
That is such a sigh of relief, getting that one, those 2 medivacs with the Widow Mines or the War Prism full of Zealots. Just getting it out of your brain is such a relief.
Yeah, now Bunny can focus on that main push. As he moves out, once again, another Zealot runway goes right down mid, right past the army. SCV's going to be falling, and now we're focusing on the main fight.
Oh, the tanks are not quite sieged. One of them will go down. And a charge lot run by into the natural base. Viking's going to be landing to deal with that. Still is going to lose a lot of workers.
The tanks! Oh, he wants them! He gets one!
Oh! Nice catch around that weird red egg thingy. I don't know what that is. Huh?
It's fine, it's fine. Zelce
It's a red hole.
Yeah, this time not the DTs, but Zelce get 30 SCV kills, insane damage.
Oh no, this is yeah.
Yeah, SKillous.
I know Bunny can survive that. GG's cold.
Yeah, SKillous, he snowballs out of control. He gets across the map. He cripples the economy, and SKillous will take a 2-0 lead. Whew.
Very nicely done, SKillous. It's SKillous, not skill issue.
Exactly. SKillous looking very on point here tonight. Game 1 was a lot more intense, was a lot more back and forth, but here in Game 2, SKillous for the most part, he was in control. He was able to punish the tanks, able to punish the drop play. Very impressive stuff there by SKillous. And with that, we are now getting into Game 3, potentially the final game of the series.
Yeah, it's gonna be Amygdala. Amygdala. Queen Amygdala.
Of the Naboo.
Of the Naboo.
God.
We have the Naboo.
No. Okay, here we go. We are ready. We're jumping into game 3.
I got a flashback to Kerwin now. I miss Kerwin.
Kerwin with the prequel memes?
The prequel memes.
Oh, no.
He was the real Sith Lord all along.
Jesus. Yeah. Shout out to Kerwin. It's been a while. I mean, I say it's been a while. We actually admin Euthermal tournaments together in recent times. Still interact in some way.
Yeah, it does. It does do a lot with the Euthermals community there.
Yeah.
All right, and speaking of doing a lot, we are on Amygdala, where our brains are wrinkly or smooth? Which one is better? Is it smooth or wrinkly?
You want all the crevices, Steel. You want all the...
All the crevices, yes. In the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Korea. Representing Team Falcons, it is our blue Terran. Give it up for Bunny!
And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player representing Team Liquid, leading the series 2-0. One game away from becoming this week's Sparkling Tuna Cup champion. It is SKillous. Has Bunny
NG block.
Yeah, he
as
pulls,
his tradition.
He pulls up Beyond for the first time. This is the first time that Bunny's doing this series, but he will be blocking that expansion. SKillous, he doesn't pull the boys anywhere near as quickly though, so we get some decent progression on that eBay.
This is such a it's a Benny Hill thing. Well, gets a scout in. Doesn't quite find the buildings here. Has to go and catch them on the Reaper ramps.
Yeah, it does get the scout. Does confirm that the Zealot is on the way, so the Zealot will be forcing a cancel on this eBay. So SKillous, he will still take the natural expansion. Nice little delay here from Bunny. Again, he just forces out a Zealot.
Well, we can't deconstruct bunkers, but we can still cancel engine bays. Probably get like a loss on how much health the building lost when you recover it. Like as a percentage, the more damage it takes, the less minerals you get to recover.
Oh no! I think that would just stop blocks entirely. I think that just wouldn't be as worth it anymore.
Yeah, it's a blocker.
No.
If you will.
Blocks the blocks.
Speaking of blockers, this creepy earthworm thingies.
Yeah, giant tumors.
Just sitting there wriggling.
The tentacles are massive. They're insane. They're... Oh no. But we do see skills going for a bit of a different...
Yeah, it does its snipes. The Zealot is not enough on its own. And this base will be finished.
Yeah, so Bunny, he defends well. But for the first time this series, no Twilight Council opener. It is going to be a Stargate into Phoenixes instead.
Yes. Tried to remember the theme for Stargate and I forgot. How did it go?
I just remember it's... Oh, God. Yeah, you got there. I was gonna say, all I remember, it pans up on the statue, right? There's like a statue slowly.
In the series, yeah. It's the same theme for the series and the movie.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's a really good theme.
Really just want to watch Stargate again.
I miss that show. I keep trying to find ways to watch it, and I can't.
I'm pretty sure it was
I tried to buy the DVD. I tried to buy the DVD, but it's so expensive.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
Because it's like 10 seasons, so it's like a giant box of DVDs.
I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix, right? At least it's got to be on Netflix.
No,
somewhere.
it was on Netflix Canada for a while, for a few years, but a couple of years ago they pulled it down. No, it was on Netflix US, not Canada. Yeah.
I see. That'll be the next.
No, I have no idea where you can watch it nowadays. This shows streaming services fumbled the ball so bad. It's disgusting. They actually made piracy good again.
I think it wouldn't be too bad if there was like a public listing of just where everything was, so you just know where to go instead of like just like fucking finding a needle in a haystack. It's like where is it? I don't know. You just have to like a VPN around to like 20 different countries to figure out where the hell anything is.
Yeah. That's just on one service. Then you go to a different streaming service, and it's completely different.
But now that we do have our drop into the main base, so far it does get past the Phoenixes, so nicely done. Boys are being pulled. A lot of probes going to be going down. A rough start here for SKillous.
11 more guard! Oh, very good damage. Now this is some good early game damage.
Yeah, 11 workers, 11 probes go down. Again, the goal here with a Phoenix opener is to contain the Terran player, but Bunny, he did slip out. He slipped out, got across the map, insane damage, and now it's going to be on Skillous to recover and to recoup those losses.
And Phoenix say they're not the best at that. They can sometimes get a good value, but they're gonna waste all their energy killing a bunch of workers. Well, the turret isn't finished quite yet, so they managed to find an opportunity.
Very nice. 7 SCV kills and a full fresh mule as well. So very nicely done. They got in there just before the turret was done. So not bad. Not bad here by Skillous. Ideally, he does still want a little bit more damage though. And ideally, he wants to keep the Terran player at home as Bunny, he moves out.
Yeah. That's not a very big force right now. It's scary, but SKillous should have enough to warp in to defend that.
Yeah, it's gonna be close here, just because he doesn't know what's coming. He doesn't see the foresight of the army. There we go. Now he does spot it. There's the warp in. That's gonna be forward mines burrowing in. And can he avoid those mine shots? Can he collapse on that bio?
Bio is pretty scary. He's trying to wait for the Phoenix A to come on in. He's bringing in a flag from behind. The Widow Mine's going to back away. No, the Zealous ate one Widow Mine shot. It really lowers their shields and health. And Bunny actually chases away the reinforcements instead of pushing forward and actually backs away.
Yeah, here we go. Zealous collapse in.
SKillous get the surround.
Yeah, he barely does get the surround. Nice kiting here by Bunny. He's going to be focusing down those Zealots. Zealots are going to be going down. Do we have another warp in behind us? Without that warp in, Bunny, he's breaking through.
Yeah, look at the army supply right now. The reinforcements are in for Bunny. This base will probably go down. And those Phoenix, they're out of energy, so they're not really useful. GG is called. Bunny will not go down without a fight.
Whew. GG.
And do you know what the secret is?
Uh-huh.
The NG block at the beginning of the game.
True.
That's the difference.
There you go. GG, well played. Bunny, he does bounce back. This also shows how risky it is to open Phoenix as well. As you saw, Phoenixes, they're not the most robust units, and you do leave yourself vulnerable in the early game to those early move outs and pushes. The hope is that you see a move out like that, but if you remember, Skillous, he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't. Also, you said Bunny bounced back.
Yeah. Bounce back.
Bunny bounces. You made a pun and you didn't even know it.
That's what he does. He's a bunny.
He's a bunny. Bunny.
Here we go as we're getting ready here for our next game. Again, the comeback has begun, potentially. If you recall, personally, I'm hoping for an ace match. Why? Last Fantasy. Last Fantasy is game 5.
It's the last map. It's the last fantasy. It's the last ace match. It's the last everything.
Yeah.
Last dance.
It's just the last. It's last.
No. Last Dance doesn't play here anymore, I'm afraid.
No.
I miss Last Dance.
I'll be honest, I don't remember what it looks like. I do not remember.
No, it's not a map. Last Dance is the player from
yes.
our amateur tournament who did the drawings.
He was he was from New Zealand.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Ley Lines, where we lay the lines, the cocaine lines, if you will. Woo! We're in the south. I don't know where that. In the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Korea, representing Team Falcons, trying to even up the score. It is our blue Terran. Give it up for Bunny.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Team Liquid. leading the series 2-1. Still one game away from becoming our champion. It is SKillous.
Not skill issue.
No. As we load into a smaller map, and again, as we load into a small map, we do not expect to see a Stargate opener this time. As you saw, you are vulnerable when you go for these Stargate openers. It can be quite risky to get away with. Did attempt it on Amygdala, but alas, didn't quite get away with it.
And the engine block. Gotta go for the engine block.
Yeah, true.
Very important. It's the only variable that matters.
As this time there is no SCV.
Worker here.
Yeah, there's no worker moving out. There's no block, and SKillous, he can freely expand.
Well, you can only call the game. SKillous wins, right?
that is the constant between all games he has won.
That's the pattern. We've figured out the pattern.
It's all about the eBay.
Yeah, the future.
As likewise, Bunny also does open up with a single gas, so likewise also an economic opener out of Bunny going for a CC. So both players are slowing things down here in the early game.
Just as you say that, usually they start ramping it up into an all-in, right? That's the caster curse.
No. We'll keep an eye out for an all-in. Settling into ley lines, we have a take of choice, and this time, no Stargate.
Oh. Was hoping to watch that show. No, come on. Stargate. Double Stargate is when you have it open on two screens at the same time.
No. It's when you're watching SG-1 and Atlantis at the same time.
Now, there's a show that I haven't been able to rewatch. I haven't watched that since like the early 2000s when it was out on TV.
I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever seen a full episode of Stargate Atlantis. That's one of those shows that I would watch, I'd flip channels and I'd be like halfway through the episode, sort of thing.
Yeah, it was an okay show. It wasn't as good as SG-1, but it was pretty okay. The kind of the debut for Jason Momoa. He was in there before he was famous.
So put him on the map.
Yeah. Kind of a meandering show where they have this Atlantis, this mysterious city, and they're stuck on it, and it's like an international team of scientists and soldiers and stuff, and it should have been like a cool XCOM type thing. Instead, they're fighting space vampires, and by the 5th season, they have no idea what's going on and what the mystery of the city is. They don't discover anything, and the show just kind of disappears into nothingness. And I think it got cancelled at some point, and just like, And they were still fighting those damn space vampires.
Those goddamn space vampires. So now we do have our mind job coming in. SKillous, he does react in time though. Nice response so far. Cleans up the army. But what's important is that at least Bunny, he confirms Blink, right? He confirms that Blink, he's now aware.
Oh, will this widow mine manage to survive long enough to dig in again?
Scuttling away.
And then he waddled away. Yeah, waddle. There's also another series in the Stargate franchise, by the way.
Yeah, it's the universe.
I don't remember what it's called. It was one where they were in a spaceship.
It's
like a spaceship show.
Yeah, Stargate Universe. That was the
Universe, yes.
Yeah.
I've never actually watched it. I
Same.
only read about it a few years ago when I was reading about the show, and I was like, wait, there was another show?
Yeah, I've never seen
I never even heard about it.
Universe yet.
Yeah. It also got cancelled after a couple of seasons, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't don't think it was very well received. But hey.
Speaking of not being well received, this is Hellion coming into this mineral line. Does manage to get a couple of drones, probes, drones. Yeah, no, probes. Yes, probes, not drones.
Yeah, yeah.
Workers. Yes, workers.
It was a bit of an odd one. It was just a single Hellion. Like we hadn't like opened up like reactor Hellion or anything. Just a single Hellion goes in, dips in, gets a scout off. SKillous did go for a more economic start. His starbase getting up, fans out with his stalkers, and oh, does he come across the drop? Up! He sees.
Oh, it catches it. Only a couple of Marines survive that, and they get gunned down immediately. Oh, this place has gas, like gold bases, but for gas.
Yeah. There you go. High yield. Purple gases.
I yield gas. Yeah, but it's so far out on the map. It's like, when is this ever even going to be taken? Other than in like some epic TvZ.
Yeah, we can get there in a longer game. Before then, Bunny, he does move out. So do you see Skillous on the high ground? He spots the move out, thankfully. He has the warp pins, he has a shield breaker, he has force fields as well. Just trying to slow down that push.
Yeah, and he might get into that mineral line and catch a few probes. I don't know. There's not much here left. Ooh! Nice blink out of the Widow Mine there.
Yeah, very nice control. He baits out all the mines. Only one Widow Mine survives. And Bunny, upon seeing all those mines go down, he gets the hell out of here. He pulls back, he gets out, doesn't want to stick around, and Skillous holds.
Yeah, and he's got his 3 bases. Bunny only now getting his 3rd command center. It's like he was in a 2-base all-in without the all-in.
Yeah, he's getting his 3rd CC. It's going to be up and running. For now, just maintaining map control. Bunny, he didn't really take any major losses, just losing Widow Mine, so he still has a pretty beefy bio army here that he can be active with. But Skillous is now taking the forward expansion. Let's go. Going for the high yield gas.
He is taking the gas.
Yeah. He's going for it. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but it's actually blocked by this mineral patch. You have to mine through that patch first, then you can take the gas. Same here.
I hate it. It's so annoying. How many minerals is that? Like 150?
Yeah, 150. Yeah.
That takes a while to mine. It's not like you just go there with a few SCVs and mine that.
Skillous is on that base. Meanwhile, Bunny likewise being active. The main army gets spotted, and you can see Skillous getting ready for what he does best, getting ready for his Zealot run by.
How did that War Prism survive that that beam? He just flew right through it.
Hey, Protoss shields. They're crazy.
Alright, so we have Colossus Thermalance on the way for Skillous. Getting that a little bit of AoE there. One by getting caught by the main army here, so not going to do much damage.
Yeah,
Bunny much better this game at defending these harassments.
Yeah, Skillous is bleeding out a lot here. Yeah, he has a force field, has to get the hell out of here. He does bleed out far too much. He lost the Prism in the main and the Zealot run by as well. Usually you want to wait for the Terran army to make their move and then come in with a backstab, but yeah, this time Bunny, he was actually staying back at home, and Skillous, he was a little bit premature.
Yeah, Bunny is racing ahead in army supply, but he's getting really far behind economically.
Yeah, Skillous,
like seriously.
He's getting that 4th base up and running. Bunny pushing through the center. As you mentioned, the main army is still very intimidating here for Bunny. He does move in, but he has to be careful not to push into a concave.
Military get us around here. The Vikings are taking care of the Colossi. Only one is left. And almost all of the Zealots are down.
Yeah, the Colossus does
this
fall.
Bio army is very strong.
Yeah, he stims on in, takes down the Colossus, takes down the Zealots as well. Disruptor, Nova shot does go off and does buy some time.
And look at the army supply right now. Almost double for Bunny. Actually more than double.
Yeah, Bunny, he has momentum. We need extra warpins here for Skillous. Nova goes off, but once again doesn't quite connect. A little bit too soon. And Skillous, he does abandon the base.
I'm thinking maybe you should just drop on that base. And like sidestep the army. Oh, Nova connects with a few units.
Yeah, gets a
Not
ghost.
bad at all.
Takes down a ghost, takes down a Widow Mine as well, because these Skills are going to just buying time for extra warpins.
Oh, but he's gonna snipe the disruptors. just manages to snipe one disruptor.
One disruptor goes down, Zealots they charge in, trying to bait out those mine shots. A decent amount of Zealots here, but there might just be too many reinforcements as Bunny's pushing through.
Yeah, I think Bunny has this. This is going to be too much of a momentum here. The disruptors all go down. There's not enough beef in the Protoss army to defend here.
Yeah, Bunny, he breaks through that defensive line. He barely has enough reinforcements rallying on in, and SKillous, he bleeds out far too much here. Bleeds out all the disruptors, all the Zealots, and it looks like we are looking to go to that ace match.
Yeah, we may be calling it too soon. It's the caster curse, but yeah, no, GG is called. You gotta give the benefit of the doubt to the universe. Stranger things have happened.
GG, well played. Bunny does tie things up, does barely overwhelm. Again, SKillous, he had a really rough fight in the center, as you did mention, losing all of his Colossus, losing his Disruptors, losing far too much in that center engagement. And with that, Bunny very quickly did overwhelm. GG.
And we have an ace match.
Yeah, that we do.
And we're going to see Last Fantasy. That's the name of the map. I had to scroll up to see it.
There we go. And yeah, and a lot of that also came down to, if you remember, just the failed aggression. In the lead up to that push, what did we see? We saw SKillous lose his Warp Prism. He lost his Zealot run by as well. All that ideally delays the push, right? All that ideally does keep the army back at home. And as soon as all that went down, then we saw Bunny move out.
Yeah. And good on Bunny for sniping all of these disruptors instead of just getting into a situation where you constantly go back and forth. He had an opportunity, he sniped a couple of disruptors and just rolled in from there on.
Did roll in. And that leads us into the final map. That leads us into I almost said Final Fantasy. Into Last Fantasy.
Yay! Did SKillous disappear?
He's on his way.
There he is.
We're good.
His father co-casting? Yes, this is my son.
Oh no.
No, Yaku is our son.
Yaku's milks. I mean, true. Yaku has a lot of parents.
No, Milk is your wife. I mean,
so it's a complicated family tree.
It's a complicated family arrangement.
Yeah. Oh no.
SKillous. Okay, there we go. He's in the lobby. Had a bit of a trouble logging in the, logging into lobby.
It's all good, and here we go. We're getting into that final map, the final map of the series, Last Fantasy, one of the TLMC maps. Fun fact, this map actually got first place in TLMC.
Oh. Yaku was right.
Okay.
Everyone else was wrong. Especially the Terrans, who hate this map because they keep losing their medivacs. Because they don't know that the walls block.
I mean, hey, it made it through the vetoes, you know?
Yeah. Alright everyone, welcome to the final game of the final match of today's Sparkling Tuna Cup, not Ducklings Open. Number 85, as we are on TLMC 20, Last Fantasy. The very last fantasy, not the final one, the last one, very different. Sounds the same, very different. TLMC of course stands for turning lines more colorful? Yeah, because lines, they're like just green. You make them more colorful. They look, they're more appetizing. They still taste like limes though. In the southwest corner of the map, or what is it, like, 7:30? 7:30 position of the map. All the way from the land of Korea, representing Team Falcons, it is our blue Terran. May be a royal voter here. He's on a comeback train. It is Bunny.
And spawning in the top side of Last Fantasy, we have our red Protoss player representing Team Liquid. He was up 2-0. He was up 2-0, but he's been forced into the ace match. Can he bring it back on Last Fantasy? It is SKillous.
Yes. We got our wish came true. We got ourselves an ace match. You know, very dynamic map.
Exactly.
You see Bunny immediately scouting SKillous. SKillous also scouting Bunny, so they know where each other is.
Bunny is yet to scout. He's now looking, now searching, and
he
has yet to scout. He's now moving out. He's looking for SKillous. He's checking bottom right. Unfortunately, checking incorrectly here. But SKillous did scout. SKillous, he immediately did find his opponent.
I mean, Bunny does know where SKillous is right now because he's not there, but I wonder if as a Terran you can actually float your base away from your main base and then pretend like you're in another position.
I think that's happened before, I'll be honest. Obviously not on this map pool, but like in years past where we've had like different spawn locations, I think I've seen that before in pro play, which is crazy, but
yeah,
that's
this is a very Mio Micah move.
for sure.
If he was Terran.
As we do have our initial openers, Bunny did open Double Gas. Double Gas opened onto Bunny, going for the initial Reaper aggression, does dive into the mineral line, and Bunny, he's searching for that tech. Boys are being pulled, and so far, the first Reaper goes down.
Yeah, and the tech does not get scouted.
Ooh, and this is a risky move.
Phoenixing all the Phoenixes.
Yeah, well, a risky maneuver here, but he's going for the Phoenixes, as you did mention, just like what we saw on, was it on Frostline or Amygdala? It was on Amygdala, and SKillous, he was punished for it. He was broken before he could really get into the mid game. We'll see if Bunny's able to confirm as the Hellion goes to dive, and the Hellion will confirm.
Yeah, the Hellion will confirm. You see the Phoenixes being pulled out. Doesn't quite get any kills here. You're gonna get lifted, but there's nothing to shoot it.
We're just buying time for the second Phoenix. There we go. Second Phoenix does arrive, and now we can focus on that Hellion. At the same time, I'd say move out across the map, and they can try to threaten a dive here as Bunny is building up his anti-air. Vikings and Cyclones.
Nice block there by Bunny. We might even catch these adepts with a drop here. Oh, yeah, oh. SKillous almost triggering that Widow Mine, but backing away just at the last second.
Does a back
Bunny going out across the map.
Yeah, just like the last time.
There is a Viking here. How is a Viking up against Phoenix? It's not something we usually see.
Yeah, together with the Cyclones, they're okay. You know, they're able to defend, able to hold on, typically as a supportive unit. But what's important here is that Bunny, just like we saw previously on Amygdala, actually, he slips by. He slips by the Phoenixes. Again, SKillous ideally wants to keep eyes on this sort of thing, but he does miss the drop, and back at home, he doesn't really have as much to defend. There are a couple of adepts here at the natural base, but Bunny, he's going for the main.
Yeah, so it might force a recall on the Phoenixes just to have something to defend. There's a warp in. Is it going to be enough? It's just one adept against a medevac full of Marines.
Just the one adept. The rest of the adepts, they do rotate, they do respond. They get here just in time. These Marines are vanilla Marines. There is no stim, but despite that, they are still targeting down those adepts.
Yeah. Now they're trying to kill these Phoenixes, but one of them, very low in health, gets pulled back and survives. This actually did not do much damage at all.
Whew, yeah, nicely done here by SKillous. He is denied mining time and he loses adepts, but it could have been so much worse. Could have been so much worse here. SKillous, he cleans up the drop. He moves back across the map. At least it did give Bunny breathing room as the Phoenixes had to back off. And now Bunny, he's more prepared back at home.
He's not in position. He's not in position though. With the Cyclones and the Viking. Oh, but he gets caught. No, you can't escape from here.
Oh my god. Very close, very clutch.
So clutch.
Yeah, you mentioned the air blockers, of course, and how they have caught medevacs before. Phoenixes, they almost also got caught out.
Yeah, but SKillous still, during all of this, taking a third base. getting Colossi and Thermal Lance. Oh, catches that Widowmine before it gets a shot out. Shout out to the Widowmine.
Shout out. Yeah, yeah.
It was a G.
Did subscribe.
Please subscribe. It's a subscribing Widowmine.
Phoenix is holding on. He does get eyes on the drop as well. He does spot it towards the left-hand side, which you see he's trying to get in position. First Colossus has arrived, and you can see that SKillous is slowly building up that army. He doesn't really have a lot of beef to his army. He doesn't have a lot of support, but the tech is there. Oh.
Yeah, the stim is out and combat shield, so this army is a little more scary right now. Going into the speed zones. +1 is about to finish for the Terran. The Colossus goes down.
Yeah, massive pick off. Colossus does get sniped. Bunny stims in, and SKillous, without that Colossus, how can he hold on?
And between that Widowmine and the Cyclone, the Phoenixes, they just can't get in there and help.
Exactly, able to chase down that
This base will
Colossus.
probably go down.
Yeah, the third base is under fire. Second Colossus has arrived, but the damage has been done, and the base will fall.
Yeah, trying to lift up the Widowmines. It's one of the shots. There is another Colossus now. Thermalance is just about to finish, but it's not quite finished yet. Jumping on top of the Colossus, killing it. There is not a lot left on the ground for the Terran, but there's enough that the Protoss just can't mount a decent defense. GG is called, and Bunny will walk the royal road and win this Sparkling Tuna Cup number 85. I remember the name of the tournament that I'm casting.
GG, well played. Congratulations, Bunny. He will take the reverse sweep, the 3-0 back-to-back wins, 3 games in a row, does bring it back here. Congratulations. My condolences to SKillous. He was so close. He was so close. He had such a strong start to the series, but alas, it did slip through his fingers. We saw that barely he was being broken, barely, and maybe being a little bit overconfident at times, but alas, Bunny walks that royal road. Congratulations.
Yes, very nicely done. Congratulations. Yaku, that's not how you spell bunny. Bnui. Yes, that was a very nice reverse sweep there. Bunny looked, I mean, the first 2 games, SKillous looked very competent against the Terran. Coming out after a win against Beyond of all people. You know, it looked very dire there for Bunny, but getting a reverse sweep and being pretty decisive games, they weren't, you know, he just caught the timing. He caught what, like, how did he used to call it? Downloaded the other player. He just realized what SKillous was doing and what his timing is, and managed to just disrupt him.
Yeah.
And, there you have it.
Yeah. I mean, I do feel like a lot of this, I mean, 2 of these games here, Amygdala and Last Fantasy, we did see SKillous playing Stargate in those 2 games, and every time he attempted Stargate, did not get away with it. We bring it up and may as well bring it up again. When you do open Stargate, it does mean that your gateway army is smaller. You have just a smaller gateway army. I mean, as you saw, right, he was defending with Phoenixes, with like 1 Colossus, 1 Immortal, just not a lot of support for the army, so it is very, very difficult to get away with that. There is a window in time where you are vulnerable, and both on Amygdala and on Last Fantasy, Bunny did abuse that. He did punish that timing, did abuse it, and he was able to break SKillous before SKillous could really get into the mid game in both those games. On Ley Lines, it was more back and forth, but if you remember, it was on that map where SKillous, he threw away his Prism, threw away all those Zealots, and Bunny, as soon as he sees an opening, he was so quick to make use of that.
Yeah, very nice. And also, Bunny proved the impossible. You can win against the Protoss even if you don't block with an NG Bay.
That's crazy.
It's still possible.
GG. GG.
That's the really impossible thing here.
But again, a very impressive performance nonetheless, and congratulations to both of our top players. As a reminder here, top 2 do get paid out in our tournaments, and next month, starting next week even, we will be paying out top 4 instead. Thank you so much all of our patrons. You can see our Patreon just under SKillous' name on our overlays. Our Patreon is designed to fund our tournaments, to fund Sparkling Tuna Cup, and we have reached our latest goal, which means top 4 semi-finalists now get prize money. Let's go. So thank you so much for all our patrons. Thank you, we do appreciate it. Our next goal is also was also listed. Our next goal is to boost the prize pool even further for Sparkling Tuna Cup. So again, thank you so much to all of our supporters. Likewise, if you enjoyed the content, you can check us out over on our socials. Over on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Discord, Blue Sky, Mastodon, all things Cranky Ducklings, as we are live on a daily basis here. Speaking of being live on a daily basis, our next broadcast is in 1 hour. So in an hour's time, we're going to be back. We're going to be live covering some more StarCraft, covering the Firebird Cup.
I'm ready to take a nap, and you're like, oh, in an hour, I'm starting to cast again.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's
like
go.
The Energizer Bunny.
Exactly. He gave me his energy. I'm bouncing. This is actually
at my age. You can't do that. You have to go and take a nap.
I mean, this isn't even
take a nap between broadcasts.
This wasn't even my first cast today. I was live earlier this morning with StarCraft Evolution, with the dog
Animal.
True. So
yeah, true. Definitely an animal.
He is. He knows it. But if you're in the chat, you can see our weekly
the
schedule.
OG animal.
You can see our weekly schedule. We were live earlier today with the StarCraft Evolution Masters show match. We were bidding adieu to Dark. He has, of course, confirmed that he's going to the military. And so we had a farewell show match for Dark this morning. So to have a farewell show match, it was very nostalgic. You know, we were reminiscing about the past. Dark, he was giving some stories about back in the Brood War days, beyond as well. It was very wholesome. And we do wish the best to Dark when it comes to his future endeavors. Likewise, just started with Sparkling Tuna Cup, and again in 1 hour's time we're going to be live with the Fire Cup as well. This is your monthly CIS tournament. Do recommend it. It's going to be amazing, going to be beautiful. Tomorrow we're going to be live with Wardy TV Monday. We have Pegasus Monday, Code for Giants Cup, Turtle Tussle, Pondcast, HSL. Plenty of content throughout the week. March is very busy for us. We have even more casting, even more tournaments. We're turning down events because we just can't fit it in our schedule. There's just too much to cast. It's too much StarCraft.
Too much StarCraft.
Too much.
I can't take it anymore, Captain.
No. Oh no. I believe in you, Scotty. You can do it. You can. Oh god. But
you have to fix the lithium matrix.
There you go.
And he's only casting 25 hours a day. Yes.
True. So yeah, with that, we're gonna be back in an hour. Again with some Firebird Cup action. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. We do appreciate the support. Steel Molds. When stream.
You can find me at steel_mold on. Wait, I'm not on Twitter anymore. What is it? Twitch.tv/steelmold. That's the one. Twitch.tv/steelmold. Twitch.tv/steelmold. That's where you'll find me if and whenever I actually stream there. When I decide to. And if I don't, I don't. And that's not up to you, it's up to me. There you have it. And what about you, Light?
I stream whenever I'm not casting. So I never get to stream.
You never get to stream. That's the one to make that joke.
Smooch. You can find me at light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I do stream throughout the week whenever I can. As I just mentioned, typically if we're casting, I'm typically not going to be streaming. I try to stay energized for the cast instead. But every now and then I'm able to have like a cheeky ladder stream here and there, or a Final Fantasy stream. Right now, our current new, I guess, resolution for 2025 is we have at least half a day off a week. So we have half a day off a week, and with that half a day,
very traditional of you.
Yes, half a day. And with that half a day off, what do? We stream Final Fantasy. Akira and I, stream Final Fantasy. So that's the only reason why we have half a day off. So yeah, we got you covered there with some Final Fantasy streaming. Let's go.
Yeah, those are rookie numbers, 8 days a week.
True. Again, we cast more than any other channel out there. We have all the casting, we have all the StarCraft, all the content. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, we're going to be back in 1 hour's time. Until then, do check out one of the other channels out there, as we are going to be giving another streamer a raid. So give them some support, give them some love, give them a chance. I believe Wardy, he is actually hosting his Boomer Bash. So the Boomer Bash is currently underway, so you can check that out. Otherwise, we'll be streaming another SC2 streamer. So give him a chance. Give him a chance. Otherwise, with that, thanks for watching. And Steel, do you have anything you want to say before we head off for the night?
Good games fighting.
There you go. There you go. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you guys next time. Ciao. Ciao. Thanks for watching.